So, Tusk, in my experience, in the beginning when I was dating, I was the one, sometimes I didn't push it forward. I didn't ask the girl back. I thought I needed to ask her out, or I needed to go on like 2-3 different dates.
Yeah, that was my experience as well.
And I just realized, in a calibrated way, of course, but just kind of pushing the boundaries and playing to win, not playing to lose, and really going after what you want.
Not playing. No, it's not playing to lose. It's playing to win or playing not to lose.
Playing not to lose,
but
yeah.
We say playing to win is better.
Playing to win, yeah.
You risk rejection, you risk failure, you risk burnout, but the payoff is high risk, high reward. So you're trying to have sex with her after half an hour. You try and pull her into a bathroom from a nightclub. You try and go on an instant date and lead her back to yours. You play to win with the idea it can blow up, but it's just a far better mentality to have than playing not to lose.
And then even before that, just in terms of the approaching, go approach that hot girl. Maybe it's an awkward situation.
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.
Maybe you're not feeling the best.
Let's map out a few situations where playing to win versus playing not to lose. So playing not to lose would be, you see a girl working in a store and you walk past and you go, you know what, I'll come back in 2 hours, when the store's less busy. You come back in 2 hours, she's not working anymore, the shop's shut, right? You lose that opportunity. Playing to win would be, fuck it. I see my chance now, let's just go in, right?
Yeah.
So that would be one example of playing not to lose. Playing not to lose on a text would be delaying asking her out, thinking you have to build it up and get lots of rapport backwards and forwards before you
paragraph
ask her out.
text,
invest. Yeah. But actually playing to win would be just fucking up. You just
Mr. M-way.
Mess her a bit, and then just say, hey, let's grab a drink. And if she says no, delete the number, move on.
Yeah.
Another example, girl who says she stops you stop her, but she says when you go for the number, I've got a boyfriend, or she at some stage mentions she's got a boyfriend, but her actions are she's standing there, she's keen, she's attracted. Playing not to lose would be take the number, message her and see if it works out. Playing to win would be, fuck it, I have an opportunity now, it's do or die, let me push for the instant date, and I'll try and take her for a drink and have sex with her.
Yeah.
Right? And if she says no, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of other scenarios, such as approaching girls at the airport, thinking that you're not going to see them, but maybe you guys you're going to the same location, or if she's with a friend, thinking that, okay, maybe they don't want to be bothered, or she's on the phone. Again, there's so many examples. So the point of this video, guys, and you can implement it in terms of other areas of your life. Obviously, this is dating specific, but just start playing to win. One life, you have nothing to lose. Worst case in all these scenarios that James mentioned, she says no, or she says I'm not interested, or she ignores you, which is fine. But you never know until you push and just see what you can get away with, and what actually might end up happening, because some of those are the craziest stories that end up happening, right?
Yeah. So as an example of one I can think of that was interesting was that I was dating this hot Croatian. I went on a date with this hot Croatian ballet dancer in Zagreb. She was decent, she was in good shape, and blah blah blah. And playing not to lose would have been, I met her, I'd been kicked out of my Airbnb, they couldn't extend it, and I had a flight at 5 p.m, so I got boosted out at 12, and I had a window of 2 hours. So playing not to lose would have been, I'd already decided I was going to come back the next weekend to Croatia, to Zagreb. Playing not to lose would have been being fuck it, you know what, I'm going to meet up with her for a coffee and just kind of build a bit more value, and then what I'll do is when I come back, I'm going to try and have, make it physical, have sex with her, right? But I was just, whatever reason, I was feeling ballsy. I think it was driven by being horny, basically. I think a lot of it comes down to wanting to get laid rather than wanting validation. Not needing validation, but actually in it to get laid, so you're willing to risk more stuff. But I met her in a shitty Irish pub, and I only had a window of 90 minutes. And I sat close to her, I escalated hard. I said to her, hey, come and see this. I brought her into the bar. We were sitting at the bar, and the bathroom was very close, a disabled bathroom. And I was just he who dares, in my head, he who dares wins. So instead of, I was kind of getting physical with her. I said, hey, come with me. Just grabbed her hand and led her into the bathroom with me. And, things went down, and it was a cool experience, right? But it was just, that solidified that mentality of just fucking go for it. You have nothing to lose. And worst case scenario, she goes, oh, no, I'm not keen, or we've got to slow down. But most guys don't go up to that line, right? They blow themselves out. They
don't
make,
give it a chance.
Yeah, they make assumptions that the girl's not going to go for stuff.
Yeah.
And they've got nothing to base that on. It's just them being pussies, basically, and not pushing not pushing the agenda forward.
And they don't have enough reference experience to know that this actually works sometimes.
Yeah, and rejection, again, always better than regret. If I'd gone into that scenario and I tried to pull her into the bathroom and she said no, you wouldn't have lost any value for being ballsy. And boldness and confidence of women, you never lose value doing that. And you'd have had no regret on it. So if she'd said no, I wouldn't have then regretted, anything to do with the scenario. But I would have regretted if I tried to play it safe and nothing had come of it.
Yeah, and just to kind of wrap up, speaking of Croatians, I was in Bogota last year, and second to the last day, met a girl. She was actually one of the gym girls. And I just said, hey, we had some talk. She's from Croatia, living in Bogota. And the next night was my last night. So when I got the number, we had a brief message back and forth. And I said, hey, tomorrow's my last night. Are you free? Let's grab a drink. And I just pushed it to see what happens. There's nothing to lose. And she was like, yeah, for sure. I need to see your Instagram, though, just to make sure that, you're not crazy or anything. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not hiding anything. And then, yeah, she came the next night. We had a few drinks, and she came back to my hotel. No questions asked. Basically, after one day of meeting her, and I pushed saying that, I have to leave. And, one of two things was going to happen. She's either going to say yes, or she was going to say no or ignore. So again, playing to win, and, just pushing yourself and seeing what can happen. Anything else? All right, guys, talk soon in the next one.